It was a rainy night in downtown New York. A man walked into the lobby of a luxury hotel, soaked from head to toe. His hood was up, backpack on his shoulder, shoes dripping water onto the marble floor. The receptionist gave him a quick glance and said coldly, "We're fully booked." He smiled calmly. "I just need a standard room for one night." She didn't even check the system. "Sir, we don't have anything for walk-ins." Before he could reply, the manager came over. He whispered something to her, then turned to the man and said, "Try someplace else." As the man turned to leave, another guest entered, dry in a suit, and got a room instantly. Outside, the rain poured harder, but 30 minutes later, the hotel staff would be begging that same man to come back. He walked away without saying a word, just disappeared into the rain. Inside the hotel, the staff laughed quietly. These people think money falls from the sky. 10 minutes passed. The front desk phone rang. The receptionist picked up, then froze. "Who?" she said, voice shaking. "He was just here." The call ended quickly. She turned pale. "Was that about the man in the hoodie?" the manager asked. She nodded. That was the event coordinator for the United Nations Summit. Now the manager's hands began to shake. "Call security," he said. "Find him. Bring him back right now." But it was too late. The man wasn't just any traveler. He was Keanu Reeves. Meanwhile, just a few blocks away, Keanu had quietly walked into a small cafe and ordered tea. He sat by the window, watching the raindrops blur the city lights. He didn't seem angry, just quiet. Back at the hotel, chaos had broken out. 2 black SUVs had arrived. Men in suits stepped out and asked, "Where is Mr. Reeves?" The manager nearly fainted. He was turned away. The agents looked at each other. This was the hotel, chosen for tonight's keynote guest. One of them made a call. "We have a problem, he's missing." Now the hotel lobby was in panic mode. Guests watched in confusion, but something bigger was coming. An alert was sent out across hotel security and nearby streets. Finally, a taxi. Driver reported he saw someone matching Keanu's description enter a small cafe on 12th Street. 3 SUVs rushed that way. The cafe owner blinked in shock as armed agents walked in, only to find Keanu sipping tea peacefully. "Sir, we're terribly sorry," one said. "The hotel didn't recognize you." Keanu looked up, completely calm. "It's all right. I found what I needed. They insisted on taking him back." He nodded gently and stood up. At the hotel, the manager and receptionist stood at the entrance, pale and shaking, but nothing would prepare them for what was about to happen. Keanu stepped through the same lobby, this time followed by federal escorts, and 2 UN officials. The guests who had laughed at him before now stared in disbelief. The manager rushed forward. "Mr. Reeves, we had no idea. Please forgive us, we've arranged the presidential suite." Keanu stopped in front of him and said quietly, "I asked for a standard room. You didn't even check." The receptionist looked down in shame. A young bellboy who had watched everything stepped forward and whispered, "I knew it was him." Keanu smiled and handed him a signed sketch. Then he turned back to the manager. "It's not about how people look when they walk in. It's about how you choose to treat them." But the night wasn't over. Just as Keanu was about to be shown to the suite, a woman ran in with a crying child in her arms. She begged the front desk for help. "Please, we have nowhere to go." The staff ignored her. Again, Keanu stopped. He walked over, took out his card and said to the woman, "This hotel is yours for the night." The receptionist started to speak, but Keanu raised his hand. "Let her in." Then he turned to the same manager and added, "Sometimes you don't get second chances, but tonight I gave you one." The woman and her child walked in with tears in their eyes. Everyone in the lobby stood silent, but Keanu had one last message to leave behind. Before going up to his suite, Keanu wrote something on a piece of hotel stationery. He folded it, handed it to the bellboy and said, "Open it after I leave." When Keanu finally stepped into the elevator, no one said a word. They only watched. After he was gone, the bellboy opened the note. It read, "Kindness is free, but its values is unforgettable. If this story touched your heart, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss powerful stories like this. The next one will stay with you for days.